It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A Newcastle aid worker has returned home after spending 5 weeks in Liberia helping to control the spread of Ebola. Libby Bowell saw 50 people die from the disease every day she was there. She's currently in isolation in her Cooks Hill unit. A massive search continues for a teenage girl who's gone missing from Dudley. 16-year-old Taylor Armand was last seen at her home at about 1 p.m. on Sunday. Blake Clifton from police headquarters says her disappearance is out of character.
Police and family hold concerns for her safety. She's described as being of Caucasian appearance, around about 160 to 170 centimetres tall, has a slim build, long blonde hair and blue eyes. She was last seen wearing a white sleeveless shirt and blue denim shorts.
If you've seen Taylor or know where she is, please call 000 immediately. A search will resume this morning for a fisherman missing just north of Port Stephens. The 32-year-old fell into the water while fishing in Wallace Lake near Tuncurry yesterday afternoon. A major search involving the Hunters Westpac rescue helicopter failed to find any sign of him. Innovation in the Hunter region has been measured up against international leaders on a world scale. The scorecard will be launched in Sydney this morning, providing a blueprint for future economic development and job growth in the region. Regional Development Australia Hunter CEO Todd Williams says the scorecard put the Hunter to the test against the European Union.
Specifically this year is the first time that anywhere in Australia will be benchmarking against the EU or European regions, and there's 190 of them. So this year we'll find out how good we are with innovation against the EU region.
Hunter Medicare Local is about to become no more. It's being scrapped by the federal government next year, with the Hunter to instead join the Central Coast and New England regions to form one of 30 primary health networks. The aim will be to improve the links between local health services and hospital care. New research shows Hunter smokers diagnosed with cancer could prolong their lives if they kick the habit. The study estimated if a smoker quits at diagnosis, their chance of survival increases by 6%. New South Wales Cancer Council Regional Manager Shane Connell says the survival difference was an unexpected result in the research.
What we found was that people who are diagnosed with cancer have really significant improvements in their survival rates if they quit smoking after diagnosis. We always suspected that this was the case, but what's surprising by this research is just the significance and I guess the improvements in survival that we're seeing through this research.
And renovations are currently underway to the Singleton Senior Citizens Centre to improve access and comply with Australian standards. Work began on Tuesday in a project funded by Singleton Council and a voluntary planning agreement with the Ravensworth mine. The centre will be closed for the next 2 weeks, with renovations expected to take 10 weeks to complete. Updating sport, the Newcastle Jets are preparing for Sunday's game against Melbourne City at Amy Park. Jets midfielder Johnny Steele believes they can't afford to be intimidated by players like Melbourne striker David Villa. He says Newcastle will need to play just as aggressively as they have in the pre-season and first game. The Lambton Jaffers haven't wasted any time filling gaps in their attack for the National Premier League Premiership defence. They've signed attacking midfielder and striker Harkin Canley and former Adamstown midfielder Abe Wheelhouse. Jaffers coach David Tanchevsky says Wheelhouse has the ability to be one of the best players in the competition. And in rugby union, Newcastle's new coach Tony Munro hopes a shorter preparation and fresh format will ensure Hunter Rugby's best players volunteer to help take out the Caldwell Cup next season. Munro says his aim for the country championships will be to put some structures in place and get some shape and attack. To NURFM News Time, 26 to 7.